Hi, Scorpio's Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. All right, this is your June 2022 video forecast, and we're going to start Mercury going direct in your 7th house on June 3rd, 26 degrees in Taurus. Taurus is an earth fixed sign, and Mercury is about communication, selling, digital currency, vehicles, and anything that is rules the computer world, like your phone, your computers, and also rules children as well. And 7th house actually is your significant others or your marriage partner, one-on-one relationship. It is also one-on-one business partnership. So when Mercury is going direct over here, that you can accept some kind of change and some kind of forward moving with your relationship. And it could be connected, Taurus is fixed. So it could be like, it could become permanent, for example, temporary, permanent, yes. And Mercury is selling, and Taurus, it could be like a garden, a field, for example, my partner own. So it could be like, okay, we are capable to sell right now my partner's land, whatever she owned right now. And then you have to check in astrology what kind of aspect that kind of Mercury making. And when a planet is stationary, direct, or retrograde, it's very powerful because it's really close to the Earth. So the effect on us, or the effect whatever house it's transiting for you, that's very powerful. And if you are a Scorpio rising, it is in your 7th house. But you can look this video horoscope also for your sun and moon sign as well. But mostly, we are going by rising sign. And I do whole sign and tropical astrology. So let's see, 7th house matters right now. So Mercury going to make a trine with Neptune in the 5th house. Neptune is your romantic life. It's romance. It's your creativity, it's your investment, and Mercury going direct over here. So I'm capable to do an investment with my partner, for example, or it could be like we're going to talk about romance because something is not going well, or something is shady, something is covered up. For example, in our relationship, in your intimate relationship. It could mean also like 5th house is your children, and you have to talk about some kind of art project for your children, or camp, because 5th house is joy. So you might want to put your children in an art camp or spiritual camp, and you have to talk that through with your partner, with your significant other. But Neptune rules marine animals, or it rules like the ocean itself, and it also rules oil and its investment. So you might going to talk about with your partner or business partner to invest in oil. Yes. All right. So it's also going to make a square with Saturn. And when Mercury going to station direct Saturn the next day, June 4th, going to station retrograde. So also going to be really close to the Earth. But all the outer planets, Saturn is a social planet, but all the outer planet actually going to be in retrograde every single year about 5 months, for 5 months, right? So that's why it takes so long time to go through the orbs, the zodiac, and their orbs is a lot bigger as well. But they take a lot of time in retrograde, so that's not that significant. However, we mention it because anyway, it's affecting us. And Saturn in your 4th house, that's your housing situation. And for example, it was like, all right, I get rid of that kind of situation. Saturn in 4th house, either I'm building something, I was building something, but when it's go back to retrograde, I have to fix something with the foundation of the house. Or, get some kind of licensing, because for example, I made the patio, or I painted the patio for white, and I didn't get approval from HOA or whatever, you know, authority you need to. So right now I need to go back, and that annoying kind of squaring aspects, I have to solve that situation. So get a license, or, you know, the selling situation, like for example, like coming back something with sales. So for example, I wanted to sell my house, but I withdrew that from the market for any kind of reason. And right now I'm putting back that on the market and the sale is coming through. All right, and then we're going to have Mercury Direct is going to do a trine with Pluto retrograde in the third house. Third house is your neighborhood. Third house is your siblings, younger siblings. It's your vehicle. So it could be something coming up, a vehicle. So transformation means like, I wanted to make my car to turbo or to a sport car, or just transform your car, or, you know, like I wanted to do Pluto, Capricorn, third house, it's communication, it's digital world, it's like short distance traveling and siblings, neighborhood. So it could be like, okay, transformation in my neighborhood. So for example, we had a lot of bad seeds in the neighborhood, maybe even criminals, because Pluto could be criminals. And right now justice is coming in and they are being evicted, or they're going to be out of the neighborhood. Or it could be like Pluto and Mercury are going to have a really great communication with very meaningful, very deep communication with my sibling. It could be about death. You know, like, all right, I'm going to talk about with my siblings about my parents' death, or what about if they're gonna die, and, you know, that kind of inheritance issue and money situation as well. All right, and then you look at that. Mercury going to still conjunct with North Node. It's a separating aspect already, because Mercury June 13th is going to enter Gemini. It's on sign, and it's going to be really brainstorming over here, and very, very brilliant over here. And 8th house is depth of everything. So it's like a big, deep brainstorming, and, you know, like research. It's also researching. So some of you might going to do some kind of research. And 8th house could be your ancestors. So resource about your ancestors, or resource about, like, okay, it could be like a death in the family previously, and I cannot get closure with that because I know something else happened. So I'm going to go back and do a research actually, and make sure if it was not a malpractice in the surgery or that kind of situation around their death. Okay, but so that's June 13, Mercury gonna go to Gemini, but Venus actually gonna pick up and speed up over here and going to conjunct Uranus in June 11th, right? And it's gonna be in 16 degrees. How many degrees is that? So Venus, yes, 16 degrees, 52 minutes. All right. And Uranus is unconventional. Uranus is unexpected, unconventional. It is like a tornado. It's like steering up everything. And Venus over there, it could means like I'm going to find my significant other, my marriage partner, my husband or wife through actually social media, or through actually internet website like dating site. It could mean also like Venus is money, and Uranus, like I'm going to invest with my business partner in some kind of Uranian energy. Uranus is also representing energy in financial astrology. So I can invest in digital currency, or I can invest in energy as well. And it is either a business partner or my significant other as well. Okay, and this Venus actually, yes, so that's on the 11th. So let's talk about the full moon then on the 14th. It's going to happen 23 minutes, 23 degrees, 25 minutes in Sagittarius. And you do have Sagittarius in your second house. So that is something with money. And you have to let go of some kind of money situation. And it is like the way you are earning money, because the second house is your urns, you know, like what you are working for. That is your jewelry, your wallet, your values. That is also representing taste, it's your food, whatever you earn. And 8th house, which is the axis over here, it's everything what is other people's money, bank system, tax, debt, everything else like that. But the full moon going to be a strawberry supermoon, so it's going to be really close to the earth as well. So it's emphasizing everything in your 2nd house. So your values going to change. You're going to get rid of some kind of values that is not serving your purpose anymore. And also you're going to get rid of some kind of income, because, you know, like you worked so much for that little money, and right now other opportunities coming up for you, and it's going to give you more money, more income. And these little things that took all your time and just gave you a little, you can let it go. So that's liberating in one way. You work smart. And, you know, with this Gemini sun over here, you work smart and not hard right now. So then June 16, we're going to have the Gemini sun actually trining with Saturn over here. And Saturn gonna be already in retrograde. So it could mean like some kind of situation with family matters and loans. So it could be something like bank system. So for example, the loan, when it's coming through, it could get lost. Some kind of money can get lost during transaction. So for example, the bank is going to do a transfer and the money is nowhere to be found. Yes, because it's a square. No, it's a trine. So actually you are getting the money easier than it's supposed to be. So it's going to trine with this Gemini sun. So it's not going to get lost, but it's going to get like, all right, I didn't get before money loan, and right now I'm getting money. So I can put my, you know, buy that house what I wanted to, some kind of house somebody else wanted to buy it for more money from me, but they didn't, and I get the loan and I can buy it. And then we have June 16 also Venus conjunct North Node. So here is Venus, it's gonna come up right here to the North Node at 22 degrees in your 7th house. So that is something purposeful. North Node is purpose, North Node is future. So Venus over there could represent like an engagement, or it could represent a wedding, for example, with this North Node here. So it could be really significant. And June 16th also, it's going to be Sun squaring Neptune. So it didn't square, it's trined with Saturn, but it's going to square with Neptune in the 5th house. So it could be something around investment. So it is like, all right, I had an investment and right now I feel like somebody is stealing it. Neptune is a thief, and somebody is stealing it. It's foggy around the investment. I don't really know where is that kind of money I invested in. So I need to figure out. And then June 18, we have another aspect, which is Venus squaring Saturn. So Venus is coming by end of Taurus here, and it's going to square Saturn. And as I said, Saturn is restriction, delay in 4th house, and 7th house squaring. It means like, and ending as well, it representing, Venus is your loved one, so it could represent like ending of an older male figure, and it could be a husband figure or significant other, because 4th was representing funerals as well. So unfortunately, it could be that situation. And it could mean also like Venus and Saturn. So square, you know, I wanted to have a land, for example, and Venus also garden and land, and Taurus also. And squaring with Saturn is going to get delayed. So I'm not necessarily going to get it in time, for example. All right. June 19, we're going to have Venus sextile Neptune. So this similar Venus and exact Venus over here by end of this Taurus sign going to sextile with Saturn, 5th and 7th house. So that is really good time for you to talk about children or discuss children with your significant others. It could be like, you know, let's have a child, let's talk about that because we are childless, or let's have another child, or, you know, Neptune is adoption, so maybe you want to talk about adoption right now. All right, And Venus and Neptune, it's like higher octave of love, and love, it could be like more intimacy in to your life with your significant others. June 20th, we're going to have Mercury sextile, Jupiter in Aries, and Mercury going to be already in Gemini, because on the 13th it's going to go to Gemini, so it's going to sextile with Jupiter. So 8th house and 6th house matter. 6th house is health, 8th house is transformation. So you will need to talk about to a surgeon or a doctor or someone about your health transformation. So it could be 8th house is surgery, and Neptune could be some kind of cyst and Aries, and in Aries, and also Mars is over here, so kind of inflammation, surgery, cyst. So it could be like you're going to talk to a professional, Mercury is talking, a professional, a surgeon, maybe a plastic surgery, or perhaps a surgery, about a surgery to remove some cancer or cyst, or remove something from your body. And June 21st, we're going to have the Sun going to Cancer in your 9th house, and it's also going to be the summer equinox. So there is your holidays starting, and you might going to actually travel to a foreign country on that day or around that day. And in June 21, actually Venus in Taurus, when we're going to have the summer equinox, also going to trine Pluto. So Venus is gonna come up here all the way, and it's going to trine with Pluto. So Venus, this planet, goes up here and gonna trine Pluto. So it is some kind of transformation in your sex life, perhaps, but through communication. So let's see. So love, significant other, and Pluto is sexual. So it could be like you want to talk dirty with your partner, or you know, like you want to have some kind of pretend place in your sex life, and you're gonna talk about that right now with your partner. And if it is a business partner, then Venus is money, then 7th house is business partner, Pluto is investment. You might going to talk about some kind of investment in anything that's capitalized but digital. So probably it could be like a new digital currency coming up, and you will have some friend or business partner, and you want to invest with the person in that kind of transformed digital currency. Because you know that's structurized, Capricorn, Pluto is transformative, but investment as well. 3rd house is digital, and Venus is money, and that is business partner overhead. Yes, so that could be that. Or investing in garden, or buying lands together with someone, or buying mining. Pluto is mining. So maybe you're going to buy an area, a big land where you can mine for something. Venusian energy. Venus is well, either to plant foods in garden, or mining some kind of Venusian energy. Venusian energy is jewelry, and Venus is diamond. Perhaps some of you are so lucky to have that much money to invest in a land where you can mine diamonds. Hope it's not blood diamond. All right. So let's go then to June 27th, when Mars going to sextile with Taurus. So Mars is going to come up here in Aries by the end, and it's going to sextile with this kind of Saturn retrograde, so 6th and 4th house. So it is almost like I have to immediately change the diet of my family, and I have to stick with it. So it is some kind of, you know, 6th house is health and 4th house is family. Saturn is restriction. So I have to restrict something for my family, even if it's sextile, something dangerous. Maybe some kind of dangerous sport, or shooting sport, or, you know, like that kind, or even Aries, anything with horseback riding or something like that. And I just gonna delay that because I don't feel like they are ready for this. And the last one is June 28th. The transits over here. We have a new moon in Cancer and very early degrees, 7 degrees actually. And it's right between Ceres and Black Moon Lilith actually. That new moon gonna happen in your 9th house. Black Moon Lilith is your sexual desires, and Ceres is about loss, and new moon over there, you fear of losing an older siblings or an older friend who is very close to you. It's like a sibling, or you are fear of loss a mother figure, because Cancer is mother as well, and the moon gonna be between that. And you know, and it could be because of I hurt my mother because I didn't pay attention what I said before and the consequences how I behaved before. And this one actually, this new moon over here, going to square with Jupiter in Aries, and Jupiter in your 6th house, and 6th house is head. Or it is a work as well. So it could be like I have to let go of my daily routine and work because I'm going abroad. So I'm going to work abroad and I have to move abroad, for example. Or it could be like also on the 28th, what else could be that? So Jupiter in 4th and 6th, and I'm gonna go abroad to work, and that is husband, second husband or wife could be. Okay, so my work is changing, or I have to go abroad to work, and my significant other, my second husband, not gonna like it, for example, or wife. Okay, so the other one is Venus in Gemini, gonna be already going to sextile with Jupiter here. So look at Venus going to be early degrees Gemini in your 8th house and sextile in the 6th house. Yeah, so the surgeries that I was talking about before could work out really well for you. And it is like, okay, I wanted to have this surgery. I wanted to have this change in my life, and this sextile going to give a go for me, and it's going to actually turn out to be really auspicious for me. Very great, and I'm gonna love the outcome of that surgery, for example. All right, so let's see what else I can say here. So the ingress, yeah, we've talked about the aspects. All right, so I hope you loved my videos, Scorpios, and if you did so, press the like button, please, and subscribe. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, just check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. Thank you so much for listening. I'm really grateful for your attention, and I'm going to see you next time until we meet again. Thank you. Bye.